Shalom, King of Kings, friends and family here in Israel and around the world. Pastor Chad here. I thought I might just give you another update about what's happening as we're concluding our second week of the Simchat Torah War. Many of you are probably up to speed on a lot of these things, but I wanted to tell you what's going on the ground and give you an insight in a little bit of new information. Who are we fighting? And who are we being attacked by? Well, right now, of course, there are the Hamas militant jihadists out of Gaza. And they have fired over 6,000 rockets into Israel. They've wounded about 4,000 Israelis, and there's been 1,400 deaths so far. They're still holding over 200 hostages that I know that Israel is trying to negotiate for the release and rescue of those hostages. And the leverage that's being used is the humanitarian aid corridor to Gaza. We are also being fired upon from Hezbollah in Lebanon every day since about the third day of this war. We're being fired upon by both Hezbollah troops and Hamas militia out of Syria. Now, all of that's being backed by Iran. And this morning, we were fired upon from Yemen. The United States military that was sent to us in the Mediterranean actually is the army that intercepted those rockets fired from Yemen. So now we have a fourth player in the mix here. We have not seen any rocket fire from Hamas in the West Bank yet, but there have been uprisings, so we need to be in prayer that that stays calm. We have heard reports, various reports, that somewhere between 60,000 and 100,000 Iranian troops have now moved into Syria. So this is very serious for us. We also heard a report that 10,000 Iraqi troops have moved to the Jordanian border, ready to be used if Jordan decides to get involved. We've received threats from Jordan today that if we continue our operation in Gaza, fighting the terrorists of Hamas, that Jordan may get involved. It was a threat, but nothing has happened so far. We're being attacked from all sides. I hope that you understand that God's protection is amazing. It is a miracle, even though it is completely tragic that we've already lost 1,400 Israelis and we still have 200 soldiers being held hostage. At King of Kings, we're trying to help as many families as we can. We have 70 or 80 now soldiers from the King of Kings network that are fighting. And we pray for God's grace and their protection. We are giving hot meals to soldiers. We are bringing backpacks and food and military equipment to soldiers, like boots and hats and helmets and gloves and fleece jackets that they don't have. We got reports that our soldiers are freezing at night in the north because the weather's already changed at the Lebanon border and they didn't have all of the equipment that was necessary. There was 180,000 standing army of Israel, but 660,000 troops have been called in now from the reservists to join the army. We need your prayers. We need your help. We're helping families of soldiers. There are now, listen to this statistic, there are now 300,000 displaced people in Israel, and we're trying to find a place for them to stay. We've given them bags of groceries, food, shoes, blankets, coats. We've bought generators for the ones that didn't have power. We're continuing to supply the evacuees and those whose apartments were destroyed by the rockets. Would you please continue to help us? Thank you for the faithful. You've been so faithful to walk with us and pray with us in these times. We're having, every few days, we have another collective prayer time. We invite you to join those prayer times. We'll put some information out on how to link into that. But thank you for your prayers, your support, your love gifts. You can give to the Israel War Relief Fund through King of Kings at www.kkm.network. Thank you for standing with us. We don't know how long this war is going to go on, but what we do know is that we cannot be successful without your help. Thank you so much.